this week was stressful, mentally challenging, and as good as I could have hoped for it to turn out. There was a lot more pain this week for deadlifts, but I think there was less pain when I got back around to squats. So that's really good. My nutrition was verkauft. My sleep was non-existent. So just gonna say this week went really, really well, considering how absolutely horrible it could have gone. Yeah, not a lot to say. I think my check-in videos say it all. We have some meets coming up that I'm really looking forward to, and hopefully we can get back to training hard as soon as my body lets us. All right, hope you have a great weekend. Bye.
Hey, happy Monday. Okay, chest pin bench. So none of the cages that I normally use were available when I first got here. So I used the other thing, whatever you call it. It'll come to you later. And I think I ran into the same problem that I did when I changed my bench setup, rig, where I was either too close or way too far. Like there was no chance I could use the pins higher up. So so on my second set, which I didn't record because I was just going to send you one today, but I found that I was pressing into my chest a bit. So I went ahead and sent you the third set, just in case you see anything that I didn't. Flat dumbbell press. I didn't go up in weight. I think I want to master the 65s before I do, and I'm close, but not quite there. Cable row, I went up a little bit. Tricep push down was good. I definitely need to rethink when I do it two hands. When is that? Thursday, Wednesday, what is that? Day 3. Because I think I was hitting numbers that I was hitting with 2, which is not right. Something's off. Something's very off. But less quick of a Monday workout. I was feeling the stress of work, and I think I had to slow down a bit today. But I'm happy with what I did. But it's just getting from point A to point B took a little bit longer today. Okay, hope you're having a great day. Hey, okay, deadlifts were not great today. I really couldn't find a working set that didn't hurt. So I stayed at 225 and did my sets there. And I just increased the rest and foam rolled with PDC between sets. I tried doing the one leg glute bridge, but that just kind of added to the pain. The RDLs, I dropped down the weight because I went into them with my hamstring or my glute pretty lit up. So I dropped to 55s, and those were fine. Single leg press, I did not go into it with very high expectations, but what I ended up doing was doing 2 leg press until I started feeling my quads, and then pulled the leg off and did my single leg work. This way I would pre-exhaust it and be able to get some better work in without having to bump up the weight too much. I did go up to 75 pounds. I think my ROM was a little compromised on my right leg, but I definitely saw my quad engage, whatever, like get fat. So that's good. The capacity work was good. I added 20 pounds to the leg extensions. I didn't add anything to anything else. I'm struggling. I'm struggling today. admit that. Life should be better or more predictable soon. So I made it through today, so I guess that's a win. All right, I hope you have a great day.
Pause bench press. The 97.5, wanted it back immediately. No pause. But I think I made up for it with the 100. I think that moved really nicely. And I considered going up, but I took the win and ran today. I needed that. The back offsets were delightful. The incline touch and go. I had some pain wherever this is when I pulled it all the way down to my here. God, I need an anatomy lesson. Anyway, but they were fine. I stayed at 135. The lat pull down. Yeah, I think there's a lot of weight on there. I'm probably using too much body English, but it's really, really fun to move that kind of weight, right? The cable curl was a little sluggish today, not great. They felt good, they didn't feel snappy. And then the tricep push down, I think I figured out what was wrong. So to get into the push down position, I need to break here first, right? I need to pull down and then have it. This is not making sense. Anyway, so I figured out it's the here to here part that I had a hard time with the weight. So I moved the bar down some so it started lower. So I was able to start here and push down, and I stacked the machine. So with I think decent form. So that's good. There's another machine that doesn't have how much each block of weight is, that has more blocks of weight, so I could just extrapolate how much those are based on the bottom of this machine, or I can just do +1 each time and just assume each one is 10 or 20 pounds. So anyway, good day, much needed. All right.
Comp squat was good. The first 2 sets were pain-free in my knees, almost pain-free in the hamstring / glute. Third set did get painful again, but it didn't linger. So that's really, really good, because it was lingering last week. But I'm glad with that. Slingshot bench. So I had Graston done yesterday, and sometimes it's really good about promoting some healing. Other times it makes it more painful, and I was getting progressively more pain right here yesterday through this morning, and it definitely affected my bench today. So I was very conservative. I'm going to do this in numbers and not plate colors this week. So I did a set of 5 at 100, and then I went to 105, 110, 115, 120, all for singles. I took videos of at least the last 2 that I don't remember. I decided not to go up just because of the pain, and I didn't think that was going to be a productive set. So I stopped, and I thought, I'll take my win next week, and I'll walk away with not aggravating it more than it needs to be aggravated or is already aggravated. The bench reps were fine afterwards. The last rep of my last set didn't move as nicely as the rest of them, but everything else was lovely. Pause leg extension was good. I bumped it up just a teeny bit. And then the capacity work I added to my hip thrust, and that's it. Everything else I kept the same. I will add more next week. I am going to risk tennis today. I haven't done that since before my knee pain started. I told her that we have to use a lot of balls because I'm not doing a ton of running. So we'll see how that goes. If it starts really hurting my hamstring, I'll stop. But I'm optimistic. You know, I can't live life scared of, you know, crumbling. I'm not that old, right? So anyway, I hope you have a great week.